We got this ready.
Which one of these is Necromancy Island?
I don't
Get
know.
that on the table.
Let's figure that out.
I think we go away from the obvious one.
Well, that one, yeah. Well, that one's volcanic. So I mean, like, I assume that's the one you're talking about because it's dark.
What about
Oh, lightning has just struck my brain.
the snow one?
Snow necromancy. What's happening? What
White
lightning-
Walkers.
Oh god.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm just offering ideas.
That's fine.
No,
I love Swirly Dew Island, but I feel like we had plans for that.
I like the idea of Necromancy Island, and it's full of awakened undead.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody knows it. Like, when people come to the island, they have, like, a front that they put up. That's just
Everybody's got rings of polymorph.
that's just a little bit too on the nose.
Like I'm a human and we're human.
like if you imagine if you will, any other movie where you go to a town and everybody's just a little too friendly or happy.
Oh, so like Stepford.
Yeah, kind of like Stepford.
All right.
So these undead have basically created like an idyllic village front.
But how do they make it look like they're people? Or are they just undead pretending
Illusion
to
magic?
be...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that what we're doing, or is it just
It could be an illusion. Maybe it isn't even illusion. Maybe they use makeup. Maybe they use makeup and clothes, and they live in this town in shifts, pretending to be alive.
This is so interesting, but also so much work for them.
It's so much work for them, but they have to think, like, because maybe on one of these other islands, there are, like, these religious zealots that would purge these people in holy fire.
That
If they
should be the
ever found
volcano
out they
island.
existed. What?
That should be Volcano Island.
Yeah, right?
At
And that's
least
the
there
thing, like,
is a volcano for if you ever have a magical item you need to fucking get rid of. God.
the cold would help preserve them. Thank you, Helpix.
Well, I mean, it also depends on if, like, because I've never understood. So how do vampire? God, we can't get into this. But the point being is, like, not all undead need like preservation. Some of them
just
don't exist without blood and shit, or they
It's
do
always-
have blood, but it's different.
a lot of that stuff tends to be yada yada a little bit.
Oh.
All
All right.
So I want these
Necromancy
awakened undead. Here's how I'm imagining these awakened undead as I establish their towns.
Mm-hmm.
These are just undead trying to live their unlives.
They're unlives.
Like, there's nothing sinister or like malevolent or anything going on here. It is just like, we are afraid that we will be killed when people find out that we exist.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that potentially because of that fear, a lot of them, if given the choice, would choose, and I'm leading up to something with this, but
Okay.
if they could choose to be living, do you think they would? Or do you think they're happy being undead, they're just scared? Because
I
What
think it's like, because how do you solve that?
well, here's what I'm saying.
All right.
This was my thought. Remember our experiment with the thing? Maybe the tree is in the middle. Maybe the gods are Hunger Gaming this. And maybe there's some legend, don't know how it's dropped. I'm
Okay.
guessing through the gods.
Okay.
To each of the people on each of the island, that the one thing they want more than anything else can be granted by this tree. And maybe these people weren't undead originally. Maybe this is the curse of this island, that if you live here, you just end up undead.
It's like
And
Pirates
maybe
of the
they don't-
Caribbean. It's like,
Oh my god. Well, they stole gold, didn't they? That's a different thing. These are
Hi,
innocent
hellhounds.
people. Hi.
No,
They,
look, I'm just saying, like, it's the same curse, right?
Yeah, it's the same concept, yeah.
Yeah, the curse is you are undead. And maybe each island has a curse like that. That, like, hasn't,
That
like,
just
maybe...
that fundamentally changes you.
Wait. Okay, what if... Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, what if... you... Hold on, sorry. What if...
Wait a minute, hold up.
What if this did happen, the island separating, because someone tried to do like a major super curse, and they fucked it up, and so instead what happened is the islands split apart with a part of the curse going to each island.
Oh god, what kind of super mega curse would this be? Fucking...
I don't know, bro.
Because if we've got a religious zealot island, what does that mean? Are they bound by the laws of their god, like hardcore? Like, if you don't do what the god says, you burst into flames?
Well, I mean, clerics are kind of that already, like, anyway.
Right, no, but I'm saying, like, by the law of the land. Not like a person comes and sets you on fire. Like, a cleric. Like, literally just if you break the...
Okay. I like the idea of that, but what I also love, when you have the village situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a little more information than that.
A situation where everyone is so terrified of a legend or a curse or whatever it is that they just don't do that thing, regardless. Right. They're so worried about it that it's just never gonna happen for them.
Okay.
But maybe it's bullshit. Like, it's...
Maybe it is bullshit.
And maybe there's just a group of people that just hang out that keep you afraid of it.
Maybe instead of gods, maybe there is a demigod is just a godling. That is something that is not a god, but has powers that are almost that of a god, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So maybe instead of it being a deity thing, maybe this super mega curse person is just one person. I don't know if they're a lich. I don't know if there's some magic dude, but maybe they live in the tree and maybe they just did this and maybe they fucked up the curse and now this is what's left. And for some reason, they're just trying to make the best of it in a sick way and just pitting everyone against each other. Like, if you make it to the tree, fuck, who knows? Maybe I'll fix it for you. I don't know.
I like how they were doing the super mega curse. They fucked it up. But, like, because in D&D, right, there's a lot of legend put around. Like, you can only cast...
Yeah.
Like 9th level spells.
Yeah.
Because that's all you're allowed to do. Anytime you try to cast anything above that, you are tampering with magics that you're not supposed to have. Maybe this is one of those situations. Maybe this super uber curse was some powerful wizard way back in the day, and maybe that's what all these people used to be. Maybe this was... Well, yeah, maybe this place was the preeminent wizard academy in the world.
And now it's all gone.
Yeah. And this spell was cast, it separated these islands, blew them all up, and each one of them has a different curse now.
Yeah. So what I said.
Yeah.
The exact thing I said.
Yeah, so what you said, but I was just like, I don't know, recontextualizing? Whatever. Look, it was the thing you said.
Can I talk through a different idea? Because I'm not even saying I want to do it because I like that idea, but I just want to talk through this. So imagine this. Dude does this curse, or whoever, but they do this curse, and maybe... No, like, this is something so beyond what the player would know, and this would be, like, end-game information. But, like... whenever they make it to the tree, there's like this husk of a human being there. like barely sustained. It's almost like the tree is sustaining them as punishment, and they're just there. You find out when you restore it or end his life or whatever have you, all these people were just fragmented bits of this person that went off, and like he was shattered as a being across. I know, right?
That's super meta, dude. I don't know.
I know. Don't you talk to me about super medicine.
He does raise a point.
Oh. But
That's
yeah,
super
no,
meta.
I know. It just
Look, I'm hung up on this Undead Town a little bit.
There's a lot of rocks.
Oh, these are towns.
Oh. Wait, what do I need to do to see this better? I forget. Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
look at Twitch. This is why I look at Twitch, because
These are towns.
Mhm.
And there's like a mausoleum in the one big town.
Of
But
course.
like they put towns around the edge because these are the front towns, right? And then they all live in the center.
All right.
Gotcha.
That
And-
tracks.
I would say that they have problems here. With what? What would be... Because, like, they can't have a perfect life on any one island. There always has to be some kind of force that makes their island just a little bit inhospitable. Maybe one of them has a perfect island, and nobody knows about that one. But, like, I don't think the undead folks get a perfect island. I think undead folks just have suffering.
I was gonna say, is the problem that it mainly because they're undead? Like, they weren't, now they are, and they don't want that?
I don't think they remember being alive.
Okay.
I don't think they remember being alive, and because of that, the front towns are just a little bit off. Like, if you go there, it is like whatever they imagine the perfect community of living people is.
I mean, here's the other
So
question.
again, Stepford,
Yeah.
very Stepford.
If we're doing a religious town, or a religious zealot island, are we gonna do it near this island? And is that gonna be like one of their primary concerns and threats? Because like, I don't know. And like, is it a thing where somehow on the zealot island, they're essentially doing some version of detect undead, and they see it on the horizon, they're like, it's over there, but every time we go over there, it's just these weird people. I don't get...
No, because eventually, like, I mean, that kind of
Eventually they
ruse
find
doesn't
out.
sustain for that long.
Then what's the point of the ruse?
The point of the ruse is that I would say that the islands know about everyone else who exists there. And maybe there was a conflict ages ago. And that conflict perhaps ended with the holy people thinking that they purged the undead completely. And that was the ruse.
I do want to say that lava world should be... You can't do that yourself. Let's see how that works. It could be Shark Boys in Lava Land is what we'd call it.
All right. So this is where the zealots live. Is that what?
This is where the zealots live. And I think they have these glittering doom fortresses.
Glittering. Are they forged with glitter? Because, like,
Yes.
I'm down with that. Oh, that's cool. It's too cool for this.
All right.
What god do they follow is the question.
We can make that up.
Who knows?
Oh, maybe parts of it are like built into it, so there's these jagged spires around it.
Made of glitter.
Yeah, made of glitter. Thank you, Scott.
Look, I just want to make sure we're real clear about the glitter.
I don't know what's there. I don't know what else here, but I know there's glitter.
I know there's fucking glitter. Maybe the god could be the bedazzler.
The bedazzler.
All their weapons are gem encrusted.
All right, I need you to roll off this one a little bit.
Oh God, go forth, my children, and cover the earth in gems.
I guess the main question for each island, then, if this is what we're doing, is what's the curse?
Why are they so big? Yeah, what's the curse?
The curse?
So what's the curse for this?
Because apparently compulsive bedazzling is not on the table.
So
Just gonna brush right past him.
these people have become like very militaristic. I think their whole deal is it's all about like order, discipline. Their curse is
That's not what their god really wanted. They don't even know it.
this is not what God wanted for us.
Like maybe their god's really sad because it was like, hey, go forth and spread my name, and they were like, murder everybody? Okay, got it. And then and that's what and now their god is sad.
Like maybe there are sects.
There's like infighting, there's different houses.
Yeah.
Is this 3 houses?
No, I'm gonna say there's 4 of them because I've made 4 towers.
Yeah, what's going on? We got some Mordor vibes going on here.
Well, let's color them up.
Oh. Yeah, they're supposed to be glittering. Look, evil and glitter can go hand in hand. It's hard to make glitter evil, but like, you know.
You're real stuck on this.
Yes, because it's the fun part of the island to me, is that there's glitter on it. All their horses are unicorns that have rainbows.
General Snufflekins. You need to go see Corporal Cuddlepuss at the Gumdrop Palace immediately.
Look, I'm just saying, you know that sounds amazing.
What if, oh God, what if the land itself is cursed?
To be cute? Please, I'm begging you, this is so good. Fort Glitterous. It's all glittery.
But we still haven't figured out what race they are.
We haven't figured out the curse either.
No.
Are you sure? Because I feel like we have.
So who lives here?
What if the curse here is the curse that removed their flesh?
Ah! What?
And made them metal.
Are they bones? Are they metal? Are they Terminators? What are we?
Are they glitter metal? Are they this iron glitter metal?
Maybe they're warforged.
Made of glitter? Sarah just said it. I'm not being obstinate. I'm just backing up what she already said.
I've never regretted an off-the-cuff thing that I said more than this moment.
Look, here's the thing: is if we get the rest of the team to play in this world, though,
yeah,
Melissa would love this place if it's fucking.
Okay, I'm gonna put glittering warforged.
Oh, I love it.
/ shard mines?
Question mark.
And I'm gonna say the salamanders are the bad guys here, and they live in the volcanoes.
And they eat the candy people. I'm sorry. Well, they can't eat the the metal people. I guess they could. What if they eat metal? That's a thing. What if it's like a rust monster, but salamanders? This is a real idea. I'm trying to be serious. I'm getting back on track. I'm coming back to the fray.
You were never in the fray. Don't start.
Look, I'm a little afraid myself.
Oh boy. So that's Volcano Island.
Let's just do like the grassy place to the right of the.
Sure. Grassy plains.
Yeah.
All right. Who lives here?
What's the curse?
What's the curse? Okay. Grasslands Island.
I can feel Skylar hurting.
Because the curse is the best part, but I'm gonna shut up because I want to see what happens.
Don't.
No, this is I'm testing this to see what happens. This is not an I'm feeling bad. I'm comically thinking, what the fuck did I do to that last island that I contributed to? So I'm reeling for a moment and letting see what happens. I will contribute.
Letting see what happens.
Yes, do be letting the sea happen. Do what?
The curse of...
What? No, that's the same. Every day she loses her memory. What?
No, that's not what Groundhog Day is.
What? Oh, 51st dates.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're
Whoops.
thinking of 51st dates.
Yes, reverse Groundhog's Day, but actually 51st dates. My bad. Adam Sandler, you know. I don't even think he's in
Groundhog Day, you're just reliving the same
You just
day
relive
over and
it,
over
yeah.
again.
God, what if you had both?
Then
What if
you
you
wouldn't know the difference.
I mean, hey.
You would just live each day the same over and over again. You'd never know.
That sounds like a curse to me, but, you know, I'm not talking, so.
So
Yeah,
if it's a memory curse. What's so what does anybody remember, or do they wake up every day? Do they have any memory, or do they wake up every day like, how did we get here?
I
Or do
think
they just
wake
forget
up,
the previous day?
I think they wake up every day and they're like, how did we get here? And I think over time the town has adapted. And they've come up with ways to preserve information for themselves so that they can progress.
Like
we're
they all
doing
keep
this-
a journal and they...
Yeah, like we're doing this with the knowledge that these people have been at this for a while.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay.
And it's possible to get trapped here. Because keep in mind, if you spend enough time on the island, you get the curse too.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. If you
I don't
spend
know.
enough time on the island, you get the curse.
What do you guys think?
I want to go to Glen.
I don't know.
I like it. I mean, you know me. I'm always down for a good can't remember story. It's how I fucking started here.
I just feel like there should be, I don't know, in my mind there's like one person that remembers everything.
There's just one guy that remembers it all.
Yeah.
Even
Maybe
other
he's-
people's stuff.
Maybe he's crazy. And
Or
he
they think
remembers
he is.
everything, but it's hard, like, oh yeah, maybe. Alright, let's say there's one guy that remembers everything.
Does he?
'Cause-
When you say everything, this is my kicker. Is it everything, or is it literally every day at the end of it he gets a mind dump from every person, so he knows everyone's everything?
I think that he's just somehow not affected by this.
Yeah, he's just not affected. Like
He's
just
Carl.
like
Oh, guys.
he's just like and like it's that thing, it's, you know, in 51st Dates, he's, you know, the dad that like tries to keep everything going, and then there are some days when he's like, guys, this is a thing, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is a thing. This is what happens here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
maybe. Well, now naturally, is he going to be the outcast, the crazy person, or is he ultimately going to be like the equivalent of like a king to these people because he's the only one that can remember?
I think it varies from day to day.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Like, you might show up to this place, and one day this guy is exalted as a leader, and the other day he's in exile. Like,
Yeah.
it's...
Yeah.
What a life. God.
I like the idea that they would be elves. That's our grasslands place. It's sparse, but it's mostly grasslands. Yeah, let me get
Yeah.
some grasses.
Well, and you know, it's really hard to build stuff when you can't remember what you were working on the day before.
Thought devourers.
Okay, so you thought that too. Because when she said my mind, I was like, it is your mind, but also it's your mind. So wait, though, what do they do? Do they... Because the problem with this society is how in the world do you defend against something that happens every day and you forget and it wants to eat your brain? Because that's a lot going on.
Yeah, that is a lot. And maybe they can't defend against it. And that's part of the problem. Maybe they're treated a little bit as, like, chattel.
Jesus.
Because of this.
But the other... Maybe it's a thing where the other islands kind of collectively are like, we, try to keep them alive so that the thought devourer doesn't try to leave that island.
Mm-hmm. Is it just one big thought devourer?
I'm gonna say that it's thought devourers. They come from underground, and underground there is a mind flayer that has just basically set up shop here and is trying to keep this going as long as possible, because perhaps whatever this curse is that affects these people in this way, it has made their brains and their minds particularly delectable.
Okay.
As a side effect.
Listen to this, Jazz.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay, I'm a big fan of villains that are trying to do the right thing.
Okay.
Maybe.
If he devours enough, he can fix
Well-
the curse.
Well, kind of, yeah. What I'm thinking is maybe instead of there being one guy who isn't unaffected, maybe this mind flayer is that guy. Maybe he was part of their society and he was like part of it all along. But then maybe whenever this happened, he remembers how it was before everybody lost their memories. And like, but then when they all lost their memories, like, you're different from us. Like, you're a mind fuck, like, no. And so he was exiled essentially. And he realized that the only way to figure this out was by studying their brains and trying to do it. Maybe he's a scientist underground, like, or a magic person, and he's trying to, like, uncover how to reverse this. But to do so, he's got to occasionally send out an intellect devourer to go take somebody's brain because there's no other way. Like... And I'm a big fan of those kind of things where it's like, this is fucked up, but you're also trying to fix it because it's the only way. It's like, ugh, catch-22.
Okay, so, Savage Land.
Savages.
And it's like, maybe there's all types of people here. There's all types of people, monsters. Like, there's no semblance of a whole society. It's just a little bit of everything. It's like, what's that? Someone did animateds of these where they put, like, all the bad guys and all the heroes in an arena. It's like a big thing.
I think the reason that they fight is they're just, like, they have this intense, like, violence and anger inside all of them.
Yes. Yeah, no, I get that. It's exactly. And if you come here and you stay too long, you start getting like that.
Yeah.
So, this is the island of don't fucking go there. Unless you just want to grind EXP, don't go to this. God, that'd be a great island.
If any of them leave the island, they'll die. Like...
Well, do they die or do they just not? Because if you're off the island, you don't get resurrected. But like, only if you actually die, right? You don't die from leaving, right?
I don't know. That's a good question, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if you leave, you're fine. Maybe if you die off of the island.
Yeah.
Then you would die because the island naturally resurrects you. But no one ever wants to leave the island because they crave violence and it's always here. Like, there's always someone to kill and that's all they want.
They crave
And
the
like,
blood.
can you imagine how weird it would be to come up on this island and manage somehow to have a conversation with someone without them immediately killing you? And they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll just get him back tomorrow if he kills me today. And it's like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
And like, that would be such a moment, because to them, maybe it's like, I mean, it's not a game, but it's just like this competitive nature of just like, I have to kill him because he killed me 3 days ago and I still haven't paid him back. And like, it's all this just anger and hate and like revenge.
I think it gets worse throughout the day, is the way I'm imagining it. I think it starts with like a small period of lucidity in the morning, and then as the day goes on, maybe your death is pushed into the future instead of being negated.
Wait, what? What does that mean? What?
Oh,
My brain.
So eventually time catches up with you.
But they don't know that,
Yeah.
right? I imagine they just.
So this place is just ruined, but I imagine like there's a brief period of lucidity when the sun rises and everybody resurrects.
And maybe this is a thing. Oh, I'm just okay. So what if this is connected? Because I imagine all these islands are gonna have some kind of magical connection to the tree.
Yeah.
In my mind, what if this island's connection to the tree is that when the tree blooms, if people on the island die that day, one person like doesn't come back, picked at random.
Just one of them isn't coming back.
Yeah, like the and they think of it as like the tree claims one soul when the tree blooms.
So, God, I thought of something so much worse too, because I love that, and I'm also thinking like, what if they all really like love each other, and inside they're really peaceful, but like they're like, no, you're making me do this.
I just assumed that they did.
Well, yeah, look, like they might have different feelings. Like the way I'm imagining it is they wake up in the morning
Feeling
and
like P. Diddy.
Maybe the curse is that sunlight makes it worse.
Oh, we've got like an Escanor 7 Deadly Sins situation, except with violence. It's where the sun is at. Well, like at noon, you're at peak bloodshed.
Yeah.
Right.
And
you can't even, by noon, you can't even talk to them. It's just
like,
screaming,
feral,
raving maniacs everywhere.
Yeah. So the other islands know, like, hey, if you're gonna do business over there, you need to do it like
late at night,
first thing in the morning, or late at night,
dawn.
Like.
Oh man.
Here's my idea for the curse on this island.
Mm-hmm.
The day you are born on this island. No, sorry. When you turn 13 on this island, you get a vision of how you're going to die.
And it's accurate?
It's always accurate.
That would make you go crazy.
This island has the curse of sight. Everyone on this island knows how they're going to die.
Okay.
So what do we think of that?
I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
Personally.
All right. Curse of sight.
Hey, can I double down on the fucked up on this?
Okay.
Instead of when you turn 13,
yeah.
What if it is always the happiest moment of your life?
Oh God.
Because then not only is it knowing when you're going to die, but it happens when you have peaked at being content and enjoying. So it's like, it's doubling down, because now it's like, now I know there will never be a moment better than this. And also, I'm going to die.
I don't know. That's almost better. Like, it's...
Is it though?
I mean...
Better as in like, because now you're just like, well, I guess I'll die. Like...
Yeah. It's like, okay,
wait, what?
I hit the top. I hit the top, I'm good.
Man, I don't know. And here's the other thing, like...
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Bear with me. Just and let me know if this is too far. I'll try to skate around it. But like, if you knew you were going to die, some people would say, I don't want to die like that. I'm going to take this into my own hands. Magically, are they not able to do that? Is that something we don't even address in our universe? Like, what? You know what I mean? I know this is more of an individual scaling, but like, that is usually what in a lot of games where you see those issues, you see a lot of people who are like, no, I refuse, and this is my choice. Like, how do you handle that?
I handle it like this. I think this entire society is built around trying to avoid those moments when you get the visions.
So never be happy. Actually, no. Are we still sticking with the 13-year-old thing? Because that's fine. I just wanted to throw that idea out there.
Well, we'll dig into that again later. I'm going to stick.
I don't know, because the thing about is if it's a 13-year-old thing, right? They probably have something similar to like a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
Like
it's a
like
celebration, right? When you're about
Yeah.
to, on your 13th birthday, they're going to be like, okay, now you're going to find out.
Yeah.
That is morbid.
Right?
I love morbid things, but it's like, what, are they throwing you a birthday party? Because like, all right, get ready to be depressed.
No, because it's, I mean,
It's a coming of age, but like in a
Yeah.
bad way.
and I imagine over time they've just kind of accepted that like, this is
the
what
way it
happened.
is.
Yeah.
Like, again, these are societies that have been dealing with these curses for some time. I imagine
Yeah.
initially, like, and maybe that's the legend behind it, is that initially everybody's like, no, I'm going to change my fate. This isn't real. We're
Yeah.
going to switch it up. Every
there were
one
probably
of those
still a couple
people
people.
died the way that they envisioned.
Are we going to say then, and here we are ramping up to it, that this
Yeah.
entire society is built on the concept that one day you will die?
Yeah.
And that's
These people have accepted mortality.
memento mori, as it were. Look, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
That's you made this island. I had very little to do with this one.
Fair enough.
There's not glitter or ass or glitter ass.
And, like, if you visit this island, you get the vision.
Unless you're under 13.
Yeah.
Oh God, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that to players.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
And that's the trick. Is that the vision?
Is only true if you live here.
No. The vision is the island killing you.
I'm gonna need you to.
Yeah, does the island like
Elaborate.
raise a big old island fist and like?
No. It's like some Final Destination shit.
I'm gonna need you
Go
to
on.
continue explaining.
Okay.
Is it like saying it's cursing you with death?
That's the curse. Like, the curse is, like, okay, say you're coming to visit this island, right?
Uh-huh.
You had a way that you were going to die before you came to visit this island.
Did you? I don't.
I mean,
You did. Everybody
Yeah.
does.
Okay, I'm
When
just
you
trying to
came
figure
to
out-
this island decided a new way for you.
Ugh, what the fuck, island?
And that's why nobody can avoid it. Because it is this Final Destination shit.
I'm letting you know I would feel terrible ever taking PC characters to this island.
Well, and then it becomes like a race. Like, you've got to figure out the mystery on how to avoid this.
Well, but they can't. So is the question, so are you saying that maybe
I'm saying, look,
if you solve the curse of the 14th level spell that fucked up all these islands, then it will break the curse that also determined your death?
I'm
Because
saying
there's-
can't is a 4-letter word, and the whole purpose of D&D is to have your players show up in a place with a seemingly unsolvable problem that none of the locals have figured out, and then you stumble ass backwards into a mystery that your team can solve. That's the essence of D&D.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this atoll on its own could be a fucking module.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole
Like-
thing. No, nobody dies of old age in this island. And maybe what it is that there's an area of this island that when you turn 13 or somebody who's over 13 comes to this island, an invisible stalker is spawned.
Jesus.
I hate it. Oh, is this Death Note? Is it just follows you around waiting to kill you?
It follows you around and it kills you in the method of your vision. And that's why nobody's been able to avoid it.
So if you have true sight, you just see these things following everyone around?
Wouldn't that be fucking horrifying?
It would. I mean, admittedly, I like this much more than the previous variant, honestly. Thanks for the sub, Crazy Eddie.
Thank you, Crazy Eddie.
I'm scared.
And then you turn around and there's one behind you, and it's just standing there staring at you.
Now here's the question, though. Can you kill the invisible stalker? And even if you can, does another one just come again?
I'm gonna say that you can kill the invisible stalker. But what I'm also going to say is that because true sight is something that a lot of people can get, I'm gonna steal something from another awesome horror movie called It Follows. So you see them, and it just looks like a creepy dude following and watching you. And everybody's got one.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, no.
This island is terrifying.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like, everyone has a weird person following them, and I can only see them with true sight.
Right. But are you going to pick up with that right away? Or is that... It seems easy to figure out now because you know the mystery.
I mean, how close do they follow? Are they, like, on your back, like, following?
They're not on your back. They're just hanging around you.
Are they... Like, I'm not saying you would know right away what it meant, but, like, if someone was following your party, every party has one guy that when they find out is just gonna fucking try to attack them. Sorry, most parties. And then they're gonna die... And then, do they reveal their true form? Because usually, like, oh god,
We're getting in the weeds again.
Too weeded.
Yep.
Too weedy. Eats
This
them.
atoll is going to be a horrifying module.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's explore the islands.
And also shit your pants.
I feel like
Oh.
I feel like we've created like a level 10 adventure here.
Yeah, like you get to this island, it's just like, oh, I'm going to be crushed by a boulder. Like,
Can you imagine?
So does the stalker drop a boulder on you? Is that how
Yeah.
it works?
That's what I'm imagining, and it's like they all go home at the end of the day while everybody's sleeping, and they're just like around the water cooler, like, man, I got this guy, and I gotta like drop a boulder on him. How am I even gonna get a boulder?
Look,
In the middle
it's-
of this town.
it's
this
like Final
economy?
Destination, where like the more elaborate and weird it is, it seems more unlikely, but then it just fucking happens somehow. I'm down for it. I think we can Final Destination this up, and that puts the dungeon master in the position to like come up with cool ways to kill people.
Right? Which
Yeah.
dungeon masters love that.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it's an ironic death. So you got your really weird bard, and then they're gonna die in some odd sexual instance, and the demon's just like, oh god, no, I hate it. Why? I didn't want this job. Maybe it's a curse for them too.
I feel like that's like a side mission thing where it's like it's like, oh, well, here's this stalker tavern, and it's just a bunch of stalkers. Like, Jim, do you want to trade jobs, man?
I gotta kill this guy, and I'm supposed to make him pierce his throat on his fork.
Yeah,
I don't even know how I'm supposed to do that.
What the hell, man? This is. Tell you what, the more time goes on, the worse these jobs get. I swear to God, like. And the commission's not even worth it.
Yeah, we don't even get any of this. It all goes to the
My
death
experience is in graphic design. Why have I got to drop this fucking rock on this dude?
This is bullshit. All right. So that's been World Weavers, everybody. We're going to come back next week. We're going to do these other 3 islands. Really suss it out. We did most of our smaller islands today. I think we got some good stories, some good curses. To review, Curse of Awakened Undead on our snowy island. We've got Curse of Memory Loss on this island. There is a race of elves living on this island, and every day they wake up and they forget everything. And then there's one guy who remembers everything. Maybe he's a mind flayer. Who knows?
Who knows?
This island is the island of the Curse of Savagery and Immortality. So this island, everybody, when the sun rises, as the day progresses, they become increasingly more savage and more violent. And everybody who dies on this island is resurrected at sunrise. And then it just continues each day. The whole place is ravaged and destroyed. It's like Purge Island. Glittering, militaristic, religious zealot island. There are 4 militaristic warring factions here. We still got to work out a couple of the details. And then, of course, we've got the island with the Curse of Sight. Everyone on this island on their 13th birthday learns how they're going to die. They get a vision of how they're going to die. They don't get a vision of when. Yep. What actually happens is the island spawns from a pit somewhere an invisible stalker that takes on the image of a regular person.
And then the stalker's like, I was supposed to be on vacation this week. What the fuck is this?
Fucking call-ins. I didn't sign up for this shit. And then they have to go the invisible stalker ensures that your vision comes true. Nobody on this island dies of old age.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm still super fond of the idea.
And the stalker was like, ooh. I'm thinking about this part of it more than anything.
Stalker office
I imagine the stalker's commission is based on how long they wait to do it.
Yeah.
So they try to wait as long as possible, but if it's like a shitty death, they're like, I'm just gonna get this over with. I don't care about the commission.
This is just so bad. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That has nothing to do with the actual world and the fucking...
We've gone all in on this stalker office place thing.
Yeah. It's funny. It's so funny.
It's super funny. So this has been World Weavers, everybody. Tune in next week. We'll do another round of this. We'll finish these other 3 islands. And we'll just keep on building this homebrew world. This is our continental map. Let me show you. Let me show you our maps.
I can show you the world.
This is our world. The world of Noxuruk.